Hello, my bows and peeps. Today we are going to talk a bit about my first real artist alley slash convention event. Gonna go over some things about what I learned, what I could do better, and how I look to improve going forward. So. About 2 Sundays ago, I tabled with friends at the Charleston Con in South Carolina. It was a 1 day event, 10 to 5 p.m. sort of deal. I was kind of worried since it'd just be a 1 day small convention, so maybe there wouldn't be as much traffic. Though, behold my surprise, a veteran of the convention was so kind to explain how these sort of events go. As they were explaining, they were saying not to be too choked up about the first hour or two, since that's typically when folks are making their rounds and deciding on their purchases. Then after that, sales would begin to trickle in, then another dead hour or two, before around 3, the families would then start to roll in. And also, another partake of wisdom she bestowed upon us was that 1 day events can sometimes be better than multi-day events. Which, because like folks know there's only 1 day to get an item, so they're more inclined to buy it that day because it's the only day. Which I guess is funny enough, I thought the opposite, like in the sense multi day meant more opportunities to sell. Though I've yet to test that theory in practice since I've only been to the 1 day event. Side thing, I learned and am proud of was how to effectively use the Squarespace card reader. My friend had to help me a couple of times, though after a while I eventually got the hang of it. Side note of the side note. You can get these Square readers for free, I think, still, by creating an account. Anywho, back to my woes. Admittedly, I'd get like choked up apologizing profusely because I'm swiping the card and it's not working, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But like all the customers were pretty sweet and patient, and I that was very reassuring to me. Which, speaking of customers, I got to see face to face what my audience looked like, and to my surprise, it was like exactly the type I was gunning for. Now, on to what I thought I could have done better. I would say would be my balance of my ratio of interactions with customers. And what I mean by that is like I go through the struggle of where I try to think more one sidedly from my perspective. In the case of me being a semi awkward and anxious individual, I don't want to feel pressured to come to the table. And it runs me off even though, like, if I'm approached, even though I might think some of the stuff on the table is really cool, I might get a little intimidated and run off if like I make like the right direct eye contact. Though if I look outside of myself, I could see how it might feel alienating to not be acknowledged by the tabler. There's a balance between the two. What worked best, I later found at the convention, as the convention went along, was to just be myself, give a warm greeting every now and then, and and know the customers aren't gonna bite my head off for looking in their direction. There are a lot of kindred spirits like myself to connect with, and I shouldn't be scared of them. Now, lastly, what I most want to improve upon overall going forward into new conventions and artist alleys would be my setup and establishing my brand. Business cards are a definite must with a working QR code this time, which also displays. I've been seeing some really cute inspirations from Pinterest that I'd love to incorporate into my table. Also, maybe dressing to match my stand too. Also, one last thing for real this time. I know I just said that a second ago, but I can't end the video about my first artist alley and not show any of the things I sold. Self promo time. Here are some photos of my merch. My shop isn't open just yet, gotta restock, but once I do, y'all will be the first to know. Make sure to keep eyes on my socials, that's where I'm most likely to post shop updates, more specifically on my Instagram. And that's it. Thanks for y'all listening to me yap and stumble over my words. Catch you in the next video. Bye!